donation of his own.
$500,000, and he really does care. I mean, a lot of athletes do things sometimes to get noticed. This guy cares, and particularly about his country. And I feel very, very badly for him right now and that country.
Right now, 8:03 remaining here in the third. Let's go to Michelle.
Well, during that last timeout, Doc Rivers really chastised his team. He said, every loose ball, they've got us. Every rebound, they've got us. Did you think you were going to walk into this second half and extend the lead? You're walking the ball up every single time. You gave up 2 wide-open threes. You cannot ease into this thing. You've got to be kidding me.
Pierce hits a three. Big bucket. And, Jeff, you felt the same way. You can't believe the way the Celtics have come out here in the third.
It is perplexing that in this game you come out with so little energy to start a second half, but sometimes Lady Luck is on your side. Another poor offensive sequence somehow turns into a three-point shot by Pierce.
Pierce with 29 points in 25 minutes. Delonte West. Tough pass for Ilgauskas to catch, but he draws the foul. Doc Rivers arguing with Bennett Salvatore.
Well, again, a good play by Ray Allen, good deflection. Sometimes it's just not your night. Right into Pierce's shooting pocket, and he knocks another one in.
Ilgauskas a little shaken up on the play. Ilgauskas' first couple of games averaged over 20 a game, but since then has not been a part, only 8.5 points per game over the last 4. Andy Varejao doing something with, I guess, trying to get himself warmed up before he comes in, get the old stationary bike going. And Ilgauskas now at 6 points, all of them here in this third period, coming alive after a scoreless first half. Pierce around defenders, finds Rondo. Bad pass to Garnett. Garnett now drives inside, banks it in. Just his third field goal, but it puts the Celtics back up by 6. Delonte West might be the point guard, but LeBron James is doing all the ball handling from here on in. You can bet that. Shot clock down to 6. James. It's good. 27 for LeBron James.
It's incredible when great basketball players can make bad offensive sets look good.
And this is why Celtic fans were fearful of the Game 7 against the LeBron James as Pierce comes back because of what a superstar can do. But on their favor, Paul Pierce is playing like a superstar here this afternoon. Midway through the third, James hits a three. That's his first three-pointer here in Boston. He'd been really struggling from downtown on the road. 0 for 17 until that one. Rondo, the floater. Ilgauskas nearly taken away.
And if you're Doc Rivers, you got to think about Eddie House again here pretty soon for energy and offense.
Nice save from Pierce. Even the hustle plays for the Celtic captain. Here's the double. Pierce. He's feeling it. Paul Pierce lighting it up with 33. Timeout, Cavaliers. Standing ovation here in Boston.
Game 7, Delonte West, you want the truth. You can't handle the truth. Paul Pierce, isolation, too small, elevates, feeling it, on fire, and his team is now inspired.
Cavs have climbed back into it. They were down by as many as 13. They've never led. Here's trying to keep them at bay. Welcome back to Boston. Celtics and Cavaliers fighting for the right to play the Detroit Pistons in the conference finals. With 5:21 remaining in the third, Boston by 5. The two big stars have been LeBron James and Paul Pierce.
And this is called Player Tracker, but it should be called Star Tracker. LeBron James, great anticipation, one-man fast break, too strong for the Celtics, and then a bad offensive set. He just backs up. He's going to be given a cushion. He knocks it in, and then a pick and roll. Again, space, time, and ability to get on balance and knock it in. It's been his jump shot that has betrayed him. It may be the jump shot that brings Cleveland home.
You see Pierce's numbers. Pierce's nickname is The Truth. Shaquille O'Neal actually gave him that nickname years ago when Pierce was a younger player. Ben Wallace on a nice feed from Delonte West. And during that timeout, they played that Tom Cruise, Jack Nicholson movie, You Can't Handle the Truth. So far, the Cavs have not been able to handle the truth here this afternoon.
Good read by Delonte West off of the pick and roll, finding Ben Wallace at the rim.
What was the name of that movie?
Few Good Men.
How do you not know that?
I forgot. I mean, that is one. When that scene. Oh. And when he got mad when he was about to get arrested, I can't repeat what he said to him. But gosh, it was great.
Rondo, terrific move. Rajon Rondo, and it's back up to 5 as these two teams now exchanging baskets. It has been a series dominated by defense. Nice putting it in the hole, though, here in the third. Shot clock down to 6. West dribbles it off his foot, off Rondo's foot. So still Cavs ball with 4 on the shot clock.
But Delonte West has done a very good job to start this half running side pick and roll. He's got him shots. He turned the corner.
I think the crowd just saw the replay on the big screen. But Rondo didn't argue. Well, they get it back anyway. The home team has won all 6 games in this series. We know about the home team in the second round, how dominant they've been. So the Cavs have played a couple of tough games here in Boston. They feel they can win here, obviously. P.J. Brown. Rondo to Brown, and a hard foul.
And it starts with the pick and roll. Paul Pierce in a pick and roll. They trap, you throw the ball to Kevin Garnett, and trust that they make the right play. Unselfish play, guys not trying to make the home run play. You get trapped, get rid of the basketball. Help comes, get rid of it, and then help again. P.J. Brown on the move, breaking down the interior of the Cavs defense.
P.J. Brown, the 38-year-old veteran, in his 15th year in the league. He's played now in over 90 playoff games for 5 different teams. He's not only had an impact in limited minutes in this series, he's had an impact in the San Antonio-New Orleans series. We were in New Orleans or in San Antonio the other day. David West and Chris Paul were teammates when they first get into the league of P.J. Brown, and both said he was as big an influence on them as any player they've been with. West. Brown with a help defense on LeBron James. Fires a long 3. In and out. That one halfway down. Rondo looks to push. You heard the Celtic players at halftime saying, let's run. We need to run. Garnett. Rondo. That's a 2-pointer. In and out again. And a loose ball foul on Ben Wallace. For the Cavaliers, their 14th foul, so Boston will inbound.
I like the unselfishness of Kevin Garnett, but if Ben Wallace is going to play you that physical, then make an aggressive move and you will get fouled.
Pierce nearly stripped. Good strength that time for Pierce. Brown with a bucket.
It's easy offense. The way that the Cavs are defending the pick and roll, anytime the perimeter players for the Celtics come off, bigs will be able to make a play for themselves or someone else.
And the crowd gets on its feet again. A huge roar as the lead is back up to 9. James. Wallace blocked by Garnett, but a foul. I believe it was Rondo down low, and that's who it is on. So Rondo picks up his 3rd.
You realize the way you're being defended in pick and roll situations, and then you exploit it. Paul Pierce realized I'm being trapped. Well, he stretches the defense, gets the ball to P.J. Brown, puts him in a position where he can catch, shoot, and make a play. That's excellent offense.
That's the way to hit a free throw.
But that was a good play by Rondo to take that foul. These are the things you try to convince your players of. If you can get him to miss 1 of 2, you've saved your team a point. You've got to know who you're playing against team-wise and also personnel-wise.
That's only the 7th free throw he's taken in the playoffs. He's actually hit 4 of them, which is well above his normal percentage. 11 rebounds now for Garnett. Under 3 to play in the third. Pierce has exploded. Garnett and Allen have been quiet in terms of points. Allen drives to the basket. Tough shot. Ball deflected. And Delonte West out-hustles everybody. West tripped up and then throws it away. Good transition defense from Boston. Pierce. Allen for 3. He just can't get it to go from downtown in this series. It has been a struggle for one of the game's all-time three-point shooters. Joe Smith would have a guy like that who can knock down shots, come off the bench.
Well, that's why he has to play going down the stretch, because you have to keep the Celtics defenders honest, and Joe Smith is a big that can knock down shots.
And a foul away from the ball against Cleveland. Now they're in the penalty. The winner of this is Wallace and Garnett. It'll start Tuesday. The Pistons are waiting. Cleveland wins. Game 1 is in Detroit. Boston wins. They're right back here. They're in the penalty. Garnett, I think he was going to the bench, but I believe he's shooting.
Yeah, but those are the fouls. You got to know time, score, penalty. To foul on a meaningless cut and put a very good free throw shooter on the line, you're just giving points away. You've got to be more poised than that.
From the line, Celtics 16 of 22. Cavaliers have shot 20 free throws so far today. Garnett. Again, he played in that game back in 2004 as the conference semifinals. He was with Minnesota, played against Sacramento. It was a game 7. He scored 32 points, had 21 rebounds, 5 blocks, 4 assists, actually 4 steals. A magnificent game. He's done a great job on the boards, but he has not had to do the scoring. Pierce has taken care of that.
Give me Kevin Garnett any day of the week. You talk about his presence on both ends of the floor. He is an absolute winner, one of the all-time greats.
8-point Celtic lead. West. They call a foul on Rondo. That's 4 on Rondo. So free throws for Delonte West.
You got to give West a lot of credit, because when LeBron James is looking for someone else to become aggressive and look to make plays, West has been that guy. Turning the corner, getting the contact, going to the line, but he's taking pressure off of James.
That was close, but it looked like that's one of those 51-49 calls.
Or 52-48, however you break it down, Mike.
51. Yeah. I mean, where did that come from? Where did you play ball?
That's where the ref, that's how they say it, the officials. That's their phrase.
I've talked to many officials in my time. Maybe none of them have refereed CYO, Mike, like you did, but I have never heard one of them say that's a 51-49 call. They say 50-50.
That's because most of your discussions with them start off with, that was a horrible call.
No, never. I was very civil. Only thrown out one time.
Who threw you out?
Joey Crawford.
How did you know he knew? No question about it.
Of course he knew.
Joey was not right in that either, I might add.
Our statistician Dave Priest said it was in Miami.
It was.
Ray Allen for 3. Again, can't get it to go. He's now 4 for 24 from downtown in the series. That was a great look.
Those last two shots are shots that Ray Allen has to knock down. Wide open looks, uncontested, and he is a shooter.
James hands it off. West for three. Hits it. Delonte West from downtown. And it's a 4-point game.
We talk about the high IQ of LeBron James also. He says who's ready to play, who's ready to make shots, makes a play for West.
The former Celtic coming up big. He's the only other Cav in double figures. He's got 11. And we'll have timeout.
Well, just another good play by James, drawing attention. West doing a good job spacing the floor, hitting the open three. It's a make-or-miss league here. Good ball movement by the Celtics. Your best range three-point shooter. He just doesn't make right now. And he's mired in a very, very difficult stretch.
So he'll sit. No timeout. Instead again in the penalty, Leon Powe will go to the line. Powe, the second-year forward from Cal, the second-round pick. And the way this game goes, physical, you expect teams to be in the penalty early in the fourth. Instead, it might come down to who hits their free throws.
But again, that was another foul away from the ball. No need for those type of fouls.
Final minute, third quarter. Posey's back in the game on James. James to Varejao. Stripped but fouled. Pierce comes in, and that's going to be 3 on Pierce. And Varejao will shoot 2.
Again, Cleveland's downsized on that possession with James at the 4. Poe's guarding Pavlovich on the perimeter. That's a very difficult matchup for Leon Powe.
The Brazilian, Andy Varejao, misses the free throw. NBA calendar. Another great Game 7 tomorrow night. Our friends at TNT will have it. Spurs and Hornets from New Orleans for the right to face the Lakers. Tuesday, NBA Draft Lottery kicks off our coverage on ESPN at 8 Eastern. And an Eastern Conference Finals Game 1. Maybe here, perhaps in Detroit. We'll find out as we approach the fourth quarter of Game 7 here in Boston. 5-point lead for the Celtics. Pierce and a reach-in foul. LeBron James not happy with the call. That's his third. And Pierce will shoot his 9th and 10th free throw of the game.
Again, fouling away from the basket, away from the ball. This is at the three-point line. This is a no-brainer foul call right there. Those are fouls. You've got a no-time score and penalty. Plus, it's going to give Boston a 2-for-1 opportunity.
Pierce, who has always been an excellent free throw shooter for his career, just under 80%. Now with 34 points. The best playoff game he ever had scoring-wise was also in an elimination game. It was back in 2002, first round, Game 5, when the opening round was just best of 5. Scored 46 against Philadelphia in a blowout Celtic win. The Celtics have led the entire game by as many as 13. But the Cavs keep fighting back. James nearly falls. James to the basket. Hammered by P.J. Brown. He is so strong, LeBron James.
This just reminds me of when I'm in the backyard playing with my 2 youngest, Christian and Micah. The fouls, it doesn't matter. They think they really affected me, but I don't even feel it. This is getting it done. This is tremendous strength and athletic ability.
Hear the way he got his kids' names in there?
I like that. They could be the 2 cutest kids to ever walk the hallways
Of?
wherever we were. I forgot. I love those 2 kids.
Here, here. Shot clock turned off as we wind down the third quarter. Pierce has been brilliant today. Pierce pulls up. In and out. Smith the rebound. Final seconds. Smith short. And that will end the third quarter. 2 NBA All-Stars putting on a show here this afternoon in Game 7. 35 for Pierce, 32 for LeBron James. It's game.
Into him. How do you like the way they finished the quarter?
I like the way we finished it, Michelle. We finished quarters better tonight than we did the other night. I like our offense, 73 points. We'll live with that. We got to keep them off the foul line. That's how they're setting the line.
You're 12 minutes away from the Eastern Conference Finals. If you have one concern about your team, what is it?
Well, we just got a defensive rebound. I think our defense is good. We got to get stops, and then we got to keep them off the line.
Fourth quarter of Game 7. All the practices, all the games, the flights, the injuries, the long season. It begins back in October with training camp. 8 months later, these two teams down to a final period. One team's season will end, and the other get a chance to play for the Eastern Conference Championship.
And if I'm Boston, again, I am concerned with how much offense I have on the floor right now without Garnett.
I think you can get away with it the way that Paul Pierce is playing offensively. He can be your one playmaker, and you surround him with guys like Posey and House that are knockdown shooters.
But he made a bad play there, tried to force the pass. Rondo was out of bounds. It's only the 7th Celtic turnover compared to 12 for Cleveland. 5-point game as the Cavs get their first shot in the fourth. James, well, he has been handling the ball majority of the time. Inside, kicks it out, and a foul on the pass. It's going to go against P.J. Brown. Oh, excuse me, they call it on Posey. That's 2 on Posey. Celtics to inbound. James here today, 10 of 20 from the field. Again, after that horrific start shooting the ball. Last several games much better. And this one so far his best game of the series shooting. And a defensive 3 seconds. So a technical foul. Defensively can't be in the paint unless you're within arm's length or guarding distance of your man. And there you see the numbers today for James. Ironically, when he shoots the technicals now, he's not what you would call a great free throw shooter. But he's 12 of 15 this afternoon. Usually Big Z takes them, which is unusual for a 7-3 guy.
I really like this lineup by Mike Brown.
Smith, Damon Jones wide open. Can't get it to fall. And Posey the rebound. He's fouled by Pavlovich. Boy, Jones had a great look. 4 on Pavlovich. And Garnett's going to come back in the game.
Again, just a backup by Joe Smith, but they've got the floor spread. You're not getting a better shot than Damon Jones wide open in the corner. And I also like this, bringing Garnett back earlier than normal. Forget rest. You got a long time to rest if you don't win this game. I like him being back in the game so early.
Eddie House out there with Rondo. Ray Allen on the bench now. Rondo kicks it out. House, that's a 2. Won't go. Garnett the rebound. His 12th of the game. Pierce gets past James. Nice feed inside. Pretty pass from Paul Pierce to the lead back to 6.
Keeping the ball in Pierce's hands, and time again, he is making the right plays. Dribble penetration, finding guys open.
Garnett now on James. The defensive player of the year against the game's leading scorer. James blocked, but a foul. They're going to call it on Posey. Garnett had a clean block, but Posey hit him down low.
And here's LeBron not settling for the outside jump shot. Bigger guy on me. Well, let me turn the corner and get to the cup. Forces the contact and going to the line again.
And misses that one. In Game 6, LeBron James went to the line 15 times. This will be number 17 here in Game 7. Second one is good. And it's a 5-point lead. Long way to go here in the fourth quarter. Rondo and West, the two former teammates, been battling. Rondo, nice move inside, and the layup got it to go.
Good smart play by Rondo, understanding that West was going underneath the screen. His quickness got him to the basket before West could recover.
Eddie House harassing West. Back door, throws it away. Excellent Celtic defense. Boy, Eddie House so fired up to get an opportunity to play. Was pretty much buried on the bench. Doc Rivers going with him last couple of games.
Take advantage of your moment. When it comes, be ready and take advantage. Eddie House has done that.
Rondo trying to work something with Garnett. Rondo to the basket, puts it up. Shot won't go. Rebound tip and a loose ball foul on Garnett. A little bit of a late whistle, but it looked like he pushed him.
Doesn't matter late or on time. The whole point of officiating is to get it right. That was the right call. Joe Smith, good block out. Lower hand in his back. Good call.
Might not seem like a severe push, but you can see by the way Smith moved that he was shoved a bit. And Garnett now has 3 fouls. Celtics have 3 team fouls.
I think if you're West, you come off making a drive to the hoop, knocking down a shot. If you're Rondo, the next time West goes underneath the screen, take the foul line jump shot. Trust your game.
Ilgauskas returns. Joe Smith will sit. You saw Rondo there. Rondo 8 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists. Crowd not agreeing with the officials' calls. West gets inside. Shot. It's good. Delonte West with 15.
And James set a bone-crunching screen on Rondo.
Back to a 5-point game with 9 minutes to play. Pierce lost the dribble. He felt he got bumped. I think he just got a little careless with the ball. And the Cavs will quickly push. Pavlovich inside. James has it knocked out of his hands. James says, let's start again. Doc Rivers wanted a discontinuation. He is irate at Eddie F. Rush. James for 3. Won't go. Posey able to corral it. Paul Pierce, the game's leading scorer with 35. Garnett. And a foul on Ben Wallace. Wallace upset. Second team foul. And we'll have a timeout. A sarcastic cheer from the Celtic crowd. 8.5 remaining. Fourth quarter of Game 7. Celtics trying to hold on.